know.
I put one of these, not this one, but the one with the
They used to have like 20 of these.
Yes, when they first opened. They were.
I love that store, Trader Joe's. But we don't have any down here. They're all on the north end.
We're here at Elliott's, and as you could see, Noel is putting out some products into the Blessings box. And we're doing this in support of the tornado that hit Newnan two nights ago. Newnan is just about 20 minutes over from us, so it just could have been us as well. So we're helping support. Elliott's themselves is also helping support. They cleared out their bins and took all food supplies and stuff to Newnan residents in aid as support. So we just want to give a shout out to Elliott's. We love you guys, and this is the reason we support you. And from us to you, stay cool.
So Hein decided to have me wear the GoPro today while we were at Elliott's, so I'm going to do the voiceover. As you saw, as soon as I got in, I ran, grabbed something, and ran to the back because, as you can see, I also grabbed the toner, which is a microphone set that sells for about $60. My method is a little bit different than Hein's. I just grab everything that's in a box or looks valuable that I'm not sure what it is. I stack everything pretty high, pretty quick, and yeah. Once my box gets too full, I go sit in a corner and I start to comp. So, as you can see, I'm just grabbing and grabbing. A lot of the things I grab I end up putting back, just because they're not as valuable as I thought. That water jug that I just put in there actually is fairly valuable. It can sell for $30 to $40. However, when we looked at it a little bit closer, it had clearly been used, and I just wasn't sure if there's a market for used ones, so I did just put that back. I got a puzzle that was sealed. However, when we did comps on it, it didn't have great comps. It's not one of those brands that everybody looks for. Lots of $1 items. Those are brake pads, and if I knew more about brake pads, I'm sure those ones would have been valuable. However, I couldn't figure out what car they belonged to and all that. That super grip chalk I just grabbed is worth about $100, and we do end up taking that home with us. I grabbed the Neutrogena face wash just to see if it was worth it. I can't remember how much it costs in stores since I don't use that brand, but I thought a 3-pack might be worth it for $5, but I do end up putting that back later. So as you can see, the bins get empty pretty quick, at least of the high value items. Everybody runs in and grabs everything they think they want, and then you kind of go through and make sure you actually want everything that you grabbed. There's a lot of items in here that definitely aren't worth getting on the restock day, but if you come back later in the week, they're definitely worth grabbing for $1 or 50 cents. Last week, Hein actually grabbed 4 things for $4, and we were able to flip each of them for about 30, so that was worth it. That coconut syrup I just grabbed was a great find. It'll sell for about $40 because it's a set of 4, and those things are pretty expensive. Here I am trying to reorganize our baskets because we had 2, because when we first got here there actually weren't that many people here. I'm assuming it's because of the tornado that happened, which at the time you're watching this video will have been a couple weeks ago because I'm slow at editing, but yeah, there weren't many people there, so we each grabbed a cart, but when more people started showing up, we wanted to not be greedy, so we gave one up. Here we are going through some boxes, trying to figure out what they are. That one was just handmade soap, and it didn't seem to have a brand on it, so that wasn't worth it to us, so we put that back. And here I am asking Hein to open a mystery box for me because I don't know what it is. Again, not worth it, whatever it was. Putting back all the things I've comped that we just don't need. So a majority of the things we buy we end up putting back most of the time. This thing had potential. If it wasn't broken, it would have definitely been worth a decent amount of money. However, it's a 3 set of casserole dishes, and the middle one was tattered and was in so many pieces. So we decided to put that back, but I'm sure somebody grabbed it who wanted it for personal use, and we're very happy with their find. Some people tend to stay at Elliot's just to see what we put back from our cart at the end.
So we just finished comping and we only found 4 items today. And
one of them's for Tegan.
And one of them is for Tegan. So not necessarily an excellent day for buying merch for our reselling, but what we are going to do is we are going to take $20 and we are going to go inside, maybe even $30. And we are going to buy $30 worth of merch that we can put in the Blessings box or that we can donate to the Newnan residents that was hit by the tornado. So there's a little extra little thrifting for us. So let's go.
So we actually ended up getting about $40 worth of items. We grabbed granola bars and sparkling water, chocolate milk, and anything that we thought might bring them joy after the horrendous tornado that just ransacked all of their lives. So it was just fun to do some thrifting and find some more food. As you can see, we've got a nice full cart that we paid for. So our total spend today was $65 at Elliot's, but we only got 3 things for reselling. Everything else was food items that we bought and then donated to Newnan Crisis Fund because, as we said earlier in the video, they did have a big tornado 2 days ago and it just obliterated that community. And we live in a pretty tight-knit community and we know people in Newnan, so we thought we should just do our part. But I will show you the 3 items that we got for resale as well. The first one is this super grip chalk. So it's a thing that you put between tires and it prevents them from rolling. It does sell for about $90 on eBay plus shipping, which is nice because it is really heavy. And today was $5 day. Normally it's $7, but today they knew they didn't have as much stock as normal, so they did drop the price to $5. So the second thing we got, if I can get it out, is this Intenca Bon Vivo espresso machine thing. These have been selling on eBay for about $50 as well. And then the last thing we got was Torani syrups. This is a 4-pack of the coconut flavor, and that also sells for about $50, $60 on eBay. So again, it was a pretty small haul today, but I think the whole community's in a bit of chaos right now. So we're glad that we even got to go and got a couple items. So stay tuned. We're probably going to go to Goodwill on a family trip for the first time in a while a little bit later. Stay cool. I'm heading to Goodwill this afternoon after we went to Elliot's this morning. Again, we only got 3 items for resale. Hein's going to stay at home with Tegan, and I'm going to go by myself, which I haven't gotten to do and take my time in a while, so we'll see what I find. Let's go see. And here I am entering the Goodwill. It's less shaky when I don't have a baby. Who would have thought, oh, never mind, here's the shakiness. Of course, started at the shoes, even though Hein told me not to get any. But, you know, I just gotta check and make sure I'm not missing anything worth a lot of money. Because just because we have 25 pairs doesn't mean I should just abandon a really good pair that might bring in a decent amount. I don't think I ended up buying any. Actually, those ones that I just picked up, I did buy those, but those are for personal use. So I didn't get any shoes, which did make him happy. Of course, I went down the toy aisle to see if there's anything exciting. And I got some Lincoln Logs, but those were for Tegan for her birthday, which she loves. It was just her birthday the other day. I am a little bit behind editing these videos, but it just takes me a while. I'm not an expert. Here I am looking through all the stuffed animals to see if there's anything worth grabbing. They were pretty stuffed full today. And right here is when my GoPro died because I did not switch out the batteries. So I just spent $26 at Goodwill. I was in there for about an hour. And some of the items I got were actually for Tegan because her birthday's coming up. So I really didn't find that much great stuff this afternoon. But again, I did come in the afternoon, so everything's been kind of picked through. I try to go in the mornings, but today was Elliot's day, so came this afternoon. But I did get a couple of things that I think will sell okay. So I'll get home and show you guys what we got. Hey everybody, I just got back. Well, it's been a few hours, but I got back from Goodwill and I'm going to show you guys what I got. I only bought 3 things for resale, but I did go at about 4 p.m. And so it's usually pretty well picked over by then. So I was happy to find what I did. The first thing I got is this Gigi Hill purse. I got it for $4.99 and it should sell for about $45. I also, this was a very exciting find because people in the groups I follow always find this, but I got a vintage Pyrex. This one is a 1.5 pint, so it's pretty small, but it does still sell for about $15, $20, and I got it for 59 cents, so I thought that was a score. And the third thing I got is this Gypsy Design Anywhere. I think it's kind of like a generic miniature cricket. I got it for $4.99 and it should sell, if it works, still need to test it. If it works, it should sell for about $50, $60. If it doesn't, we can still sell it for about $30 for parts. I did also buy myself some shoes today, but if I didn't want these for myself, this style does sell for about $30. But this is actually a style that I've wanted of Vans for a long time, but brand new, they cost like $85, which I wasn't going to do. And then we also bought these Lincoln Logs. I actually got these for Tegan because it's almost her birthday. They were 99 cents, but we could sell them for about $20, $25 if we wanted to. So that was a really exciting trip. I spent $26. And we stand to make about $100 from it, even with half of that cost being items that we're just going to keep for ourselves. Oh, one more thing that I bought is this Bungalow 360 purse. This is actually for my mom. Her birthday's coming up, and she likes whales. And I have a very similar purse with rhinos on it, and I love their brand and their style. So I decided to grab her that purse for her birthday. Stay cool. One more item I forgot about because Tegan ran away with it is this American Girl doll. She was only $1.99 and we should be able to sell her for $30 to $40. I think what I'm going to do is just pair her up with the American Girl doll bed that I already have and try and sell them as a lot for a little over $100. So we'll see how that goes. One way to check and make sure you have an American Girl doll is to just lift up their hair, and on their neck, which you probably can't see right now, but I'll show you in a minute. If you look at their neck, you can see American Girl actually on there. She was actually on the shelf with 4 other dolls, but they were all Bat Tat dolls, which aren't really that sought after and don't resell for nearly as well as American Girl dolls. So I looked at 3 of them before I got to her, and I almost didn't even bother to look at her because I was like, oh, they're all just Bat Tat dolls. And then I noticed that she just had a slightly different look to her, so I needed to look and just see, and I'm glad I did because American Girl doll. There you can see on her neck the American Girl doll stamp, so she is authentic American Girl brand doll, so she should sell for pretty good amount. And I'm back again. So I actually just looked up which American Girl doll this was because I didn't know, and she is Ruthie Smithens, and she's actually retired and goes for over $100 on her own. So I will not be lotting her with the bed that I have. I will be selling her on her own. I'm gonna need to do a little something with her hair. It was pretty crazy, but I will figure out how to do that. Tegan will not be playing with her anymore now that I know how valuable this particular girl is, and I will let you guys know when she sells. Stay cool.